So the more tricks, the better the game, I say.
If you play video games over and over again, day in and day out, for weeks upon weeks, the skills will transfer from one game to another. In this explosive action-adventure game from SNK, you can earn 20 free men at the beginning of combat. During the title screen, simply press A, B, B, up, up, down, left, and then press start. And you'll have 20 free men to start off your combat with. And you'll need every one.
For all you wrestling fans, WrestleMania from Acclaim lets you relive all of the bone-crunching holds of top WWF stars like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. You might want to keep these tips in mind when going for the pin. There's Ted DiBiase, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Randy Macho Man Savage, Honky Tonk Man, Bam Bam Bigelow. We'll choose Hulk Hogan. Basically, what you want to do is to kick the opponent until his energy is depleted, then go for the 3 count.
You can defeat the end character in Bubble Bobble, but if both players are not on the screen at once, you will see a bad ending. To get the good ending, once you've defeated the end character, you must press the Start and Select button at the same time. Player 1 must have at least 1 man left.
The way that the game players find out the codes and the secrets in the games is truly fascinating. Some of the games have a code that may, for example, there's a game called Dragon Spirit for the TurboGrafx, where you have to hit run and select 52 times to get a special power-up. We don't anticipate that the programmer expected someone to actually sit there and hit run and play, 52 times, and we only found out about it by dying 52 times in the game before you turn off the system. Certain things like that are just accident. You'll just come upon them, by coincidence. At the end of another TurboGrafx game, Blazing Lasers, you have to wait almost 15 minutes for the music to play through twice, to cycle through, and then at the bottom corner of the screen, it'll flash in only a few seconds a special code that if you're not ready for, you'll never see. And because we had it being taped on a video player at the time, we were able to play it back and look at it. Most game players are able to see some codes like the A, B, up, down, left, right that are common throughout many games like Contra and games like that. Those are basically codes that are not too easy to find, but they're not too difficult if you really try looking for them. Other codes where you may have to hit a combination of 3 buttons 8 different ways, it's very difficult to find those, and I don't think the programmers ever expect anybody to find those, and yet some game players are persistent enough to, when they first get a game, to sit down maybe for 2 or 3 days, not playing the game, just trying to work on codes, just trying to find the secrets into the programmer's way of getting into the game. If you like overhead shooters, you'll love Taito's Sky Shark. In it, you become a P-40 fighter pilot using machine guns and bombs to defeat waves of enemy fighters, tanks, bombers, and huge warships. Now in this one, where we're defeating the super tank, just keep firing up and stay between his enemy shots. You should be able to get it. And when you complete a round, you'll find an airstrip that you can land on, and your bonus points will be tabulated. There'll be an enemy bomber coming out of the top right-hand corner of the screen. You need to go up to the top of the screen to get as many shots on him as possible. Keep an eye out also for the bombers that come in from behind you. The combination of ground targets, water targets, and air targets makes this round especially difficult. Be aware that the bombers will try to shoot you while the red airplanes will try to run into you. Bomberman is a happy little game where you use bombs to explode through walls and destroy the enemy. You cannot increase the speed at which the bombs will explode. They all go off on timers. And as you lay more bombs, sometimes 2 or 3 on the same screen, it will increase the size and the range of the explosions. The explosions will not only hurt your enemies, but yourself as well, so make sure you stay clear when you lay a bomb. Hiding behind a wall or going around a corner will be sufficient. When you've blown up enough of the bricks, the exit from this round into the next round will be revealed. There's the doorway to the next round. We still have a few seconds left, so let's try to find that bonus in this round before we leave. You'll notice also the enemies will run away from your bombs. So by blocking them in a corner like that, or like that even, you'll have a better chance of destroying them. There we go. There's our bonus, and it's on to the next round. Sometimes you can trick the monsters into following you and just leave bombs behind you. That should get him. Good. Now we're able to lay 2 bombs at once. Time is winding down, so we need to find the doorway into the next level. There it is. Just to see if there's anything behind that last, and there isn't. Okay. To begin your Bomberman adventure, far into the game, near the end, enter this password at the Continue section. FECPIANNMJGGKGIDJABA. This will power up Bomberman with multiple bombs and give you only a few areas to get through. Ooh.
American Sammy's latest shooter, Silkworm, brings home all the action of the arcade game. You can choose either a helicopter or a jeep. For this trick, we'll use the helicopter. To perform the 10,000 point bonus trick, wait for the formation of gunships and shoot the second gunship in the formation. When you get a clear shot, move in and fire repeatedly at the second craft until it is destroyed. You'll receive 2 10,000 point super bonuses for your efforts. A good video game should have basically good graphics to create an environment which you can get yourself lost into, because that's what video games are all about. You want to fly that spaceship, you know, you want to save the galaxy. You don't want to, you know, just have to use your imagination in a video game. You want it to be there for you. To succeed in Data East's latest action-adventure, Bad Dudes, you must learn how to defeat the bosses at the end of each level. Use these techniques for best results. In Level 1, defeat Karnov, the fire-breathing Russian, by staying on the upper level. When Karnov jumps up, use the foot sweep to wear him down, then jump to the lower level to lure him back. When Karnov jumps down, then return to the upper level and repeat this technique. In Level 2, a ninja warrior attacks with razor-sharp claws at the end of the second round. Use the knife aggressively and only back up when the boss starts to close in with his long claws. Use jump kicks if you don't have the knife. In Level 3, the boss uses ninja magic to split into several shadows. Position yourself so that when they split, none of the shadows will be on top of you. Kill the shadows and run in close for 3 quick hits on the boss, and then retreat. In level 4, the boss leans on one arm and then uses a powerful side kick. Use the nunchucks repeatedly until he gets ready to jump and then retreat. If you don't have the nunchucks, jump on the higher hill and the tough guy will jump off the screen. Turn and kick him. In level 5, the 5th boss is similar to the 2nd, but is bigger and has a chain in addition to the claw. Use the same method of getting in close with the nunchucks and hitting the boss repeatedly, or use a jump kick. This boss is very aggressive, so watch out. In level 6, your next boss encounter will be against a pole-wielding tough guy. Since the pole gives this boss an extra distance advantage, go to the top level and stay there to avoid his attacks. To defeat the boss, use punches and kicks whenever he closes in. The sweep kick is very effective. In level 7, you must face all 6 previous bosses. Once you've defeated them, you'll face the main boss. Use low punches and he'll walk right into them.
To continue from your last point of battle in SNK's Victory Road, the sequel to Akari, simply press A, B, B, A on the control pad after your last man dies, but before the title screen returns.
In this exciting new sports game, the wizards at Culture Brain have enhanced baseball and produced a game unlike any you've ever seen before. You can select stadiums and other options not available in previous baseball games for the NES. You can pick your batters and pitchers and throw a variety of unusual pitches like a fiery fastball or a thundering ninja pitch. Along with special pitches, the batters also have special swings. Just look at these scenes.
In Acclaim's Rambo, you can input a special password that will create a number of weird events. On the first screen, select Continue, and then put in all zeros for the blanks. When you do this, Rambo will be invisible, and the screen will be full of numbers and letters and other computer gibberish. Those are parts of pictures, numbers, and basically the smaller elements of the larger moving pictures. Keep moving to the right, and you will be in a village, but Rambo will remain invisible. When a man appears, keep pushing up until you talk to him. Switch to the screen with the password on it and write down that password. That power password, exclamation point, small x, small k, capital X, capital O, small L, 1, capital I, small d, small u, small g, capital W, capital X, capital R, small p, small c, small m, capital Q, capital G, capital R, small q, 8, capital W, capital V, capital G, 1, small g, capital K, small o, capital W, 3, and capital P. And that will start Rambo near the end, ready to do battle with the final guys. Reset the game and put in the new password. You'll find that now Rambo is visible, yet the screen will still have some parts that are all messed up. Keep going to the right, and you'll eventually see a screen with rocks in it. Continue past this screen until you come to the village again. You keep going to the right here. And now, you can see what power-ups he's got. A higher life, much more experience, and plenty of time. Plus, you're very near the end of the game.
In Operation Wolf, there are many different endings depending on the number of hostages that you rescue. Here's the best possible ending when you've rescued all 5 hostages.
The U.S. National Video Game Team is made up of people that we, through the magazine, have been able to find as really dedicated, really experienced video game players. They're the kind of person like Martin, who the first time he sat down and played Sky Shark, played all the way through with no difficulty at all. They're the kind of people that really like video games, the way someone else may really like basketball or really like baseball. We've had kids as young as 16 and people as old as their mid-30s on the team. What we'd like to see eventually is a team from America, maybe another one from England, France, Italy, and another one from Japan, perhaps, and have some kind of competition in between the countries, the way we have international tennis tournaments or ping pong tournaments like they used to do in China back in the early 70s and 80s.
Angar!
In this exciting sequel to The Legend of Kaj, you must traverse 4 exciting levels of play, eliminating a variety of underworld opponents on your quest. Lots of action helps make this latest Taito effort one to look out for.
In this action-adventure from Broderbund, you are challenged by both outer space warfare and also interior adventure scenes. If you want to play only the space shooter scenes, you can enter a special code during the passcode screen. Enter the letters T, G, L, and all the rest should be blanks, and you will warp from scene to scene without having to fight your way through the adventure scenes.
Legacy of the Wizard is an expansive game with over 60 hours of playing time. You have your choice of using one of 5 family members to get through certain areas. Plus, you can find or buy many special items like jump boots, power gloves, extra armor, and even magic wands. You can reduce the time needed to find these items considerably by warping to the end of the game with this special code. Just enter C4TB-RSSH6RXC1TJH-CUTK3NFT YWMC-WJVU. To increase your abilities in Deadly Towers, you can use this simple password. You will be sent to the final scenes in the game completely powered up. The 16-bit machines are a lot of fun. They have real great graphics, real great sounds,
But some of the games just don't have the playability of like a Nintendo game. Like, you can take a game that has incredible graphics, great sound, but if you're gonna spend so much money on it and it's gonna last you about 10 minutes, you're gonna be real, you know, down because you just spent all your money on something that's you're not gonna enjoy it anymore. When you can go spend some money on a Nintendo game and it would keep you occupied. But once the programmers get more involved in the 16 bits, yeah, they're gonna really soar.
This bomber is a lot like the super tank on the end of the first round. You need to duck between his shots and then use the bomb button to destroy him. This enemy bomber is a lot like the tank in the first round. You need to dodge between it. This enemy bomber is a lot like the tank in the end of level 1. Use your bombs and dodge between his shots to survive. Sometimes if the fighters get too heavy, fly up to the top of the screen. Whoops, too close on that one. Unfortunately on this level, some of the monsters can walk right through the walls.